Hockey fans, the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs are live and on the air. As we are live at the Arctic edge of Canton, where it is Northville and Regina, Lutheran North, and Austin playing against each other. And we'll start with the visitors, and that would be Northville. Northville is 3-21-1 on the season. They were sixth place in Group C. These two teams did play each other once before. That was on January 30th, and Regina, Lutheran North, Austin beat Northville by a score of 8-0. Northville is going to look to flip the tables on Regina, Lutheran North, and Austin today, taking a look at their last five games. They played Livingston United back on February 8th. Livingston United beat them 9-3. They lost to Plymouth Canton-Salem on the 16th, 8-1. They beat Troy United by a score of 8-3 back on the 19th. They fell to Sacred Heart United 7-2 back on February 22nd. And then they won to advance last Wednesday versus Troy United 7-0 to come here and play Regina, Lutheran North, Austin, which I'll be calling Regina. Need to remember, not the Canadian pronunciation. Been calling them that once we get going. Top scorers, Liddell had 14 points on 6 goals and 8 assists. Marks had 10 points on 9 goals and 1 assist. Agazi has 8 points on 6 goals and 2 assists. Zarowski has 8 points on 4 goals and 4 assists. And both Martin and Jozak have 5 points, both with 2 goals and 5 assists. Mavernack has played all the games between the pipes, 6.24 goals against average and a 6.79 save percentage, although take that with a grain of salt because shots are not always tracked at all the rinks. Take a look at Regina, Lutheran North, Austin. They are 11-13-0, 7th place in Group B. If we take a look at their last 5 games, they beat Cranbrook Kingswood by a score of 2-1 back on February 14th. They then fell to Cranbrook Kingswood. That was a 3-2 win by Cranbrook Kingswood. Then they lost to Huron Skyline. That was a 3-2 win by Huron Skyline on the 19th. They fell to Grosse Pointe South 7-1 back on February 21st, and then lost to Livonia United on the 23rd of 5-0. Winner here today advances to get to play on Wednesday, as that will be on Wednesday, March 5th, 6 p.m. At the Arctic Edge of Canton here, playing the winner of the other game going on in the other rink right now, Mercy versus Livingston United. Top scorers for Regina is Domke, who has 44 points on 25 goals and 19 assists. Ella Barnhart has 31 points on 17 goals and 14 assists. Des Madriel has 20 points on 12 goals and 8 assists. Wright has 14 points on 5 goals and 9 assists. Same with the Lewis with 14 points, that on 9 goals and 5 assists. Just flipped that way. So that's their top 5 scorers here, as both squads getting ready to go here for the final game in this rink. Today we have one more coming after the current game on the second rink, but this is the fourth game on this rink, as Regina is in their white sweaters. They have the baby blue numbers on the back and on the sleeves. Regina spelled out in cursive on the front. They have the dark blue and baby blue accents on the sleeves and on the middle and on the white socks, and they have dark blue pants and white helmets. On the other side, you have Northville with their black sweaters with the orange stripe across the middle, numbers outlined in orange on the back. They have an orange stripe on the sleeves and on the middle, numbers on the sleeves as well. They have the Northville logo on the front, black pants, black socks with white and orange on them. As we're counting down, as both squads getting warmed up, we're about to get ready to go. We'll have your starting lineups, the national anthem, and then we will get into this contest. One team from this game, one from the game going on across the way, and one more. So 3 teams to advance to be decided here today. Appreciate you watching and cheering for either of these teams, and we appreciate you supporting Michigan Girls High School Hockey. It's a fantastic sport of women's hockey, and appreciate everyone supporting these amazing players and these wonderful teams. It's been a pretty well-attended so far with the playoffs. We've had a lot of folks in here in both this rink and the other rink, both Wednesday and today. We'll have 4 games on Wednesday, and then the 2 championship games a week from today, D2 and D1, at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock a week from today. All those will be on arborbroadcasting.com. They'll be on demand. You can check them out up to a year after the fact. I have more than a year out there. At some point, I need to cut that down so I don't get charged for it. But we do keep games at least a year afterwards, so you can watch those. Northville starting lineup. So Liddell coming out. Brown skating out as Northville being announced. Marks comes out to the blue line for Northville. LeBrun coming out to the blue line. Viola coming out to the blue line for Northville. Mavronek is the goalkeeper. Now for Regina. So Desmadro comes out. Ella Barnhart comes out. Dunkey. Wright. Lewis. And Garrett. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, the playing of the national anthem. as it'll be Regina going left to right here in this opening period. Northville going right to left as we're getting ready to go. Official making sure the net's ready to go on the left-hand side. Both squads having last-minute conversations with their coaching staff. The officials right in front of the scorer's bench as we have a puck. Two-official system here for the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs. As Maverick goes down to our right. Garrett will be going down to the left. As DeMadriel taking the face-off. That comes down the near boards, fired all the way back in to the Northville zone. That will be icing and head all the way back into the Regina zone. Face-off will be to the right of Garrett in the near face-off circle. DeMadriel in to take the face-off. On the other side is Liddell. Right into, trying to come in, get a shot that goes into the near corner, trying to pull that away. Racing over, trying to help out. Over there is Marakovsik. All the way down the far boards as that fired ahead. Tipped, bringing it in is DeMadriel. DeMadriel, shot that gets steered away back behind the goal. In along the far boards. DeMadriel with it. DeMadriel. Top of the far circle, trying to get it into the slot. That pulled away, going the other direction is Marks. Marks back behind her own goal. That tipped right back. Racing over, trying to get to it is Liddell. Liddell down the far boards. And loose onto the far circle. Here comes Northville trying to chip it away. He's still in the zone now, coming down the near boards. Here comes Liddell. Liddell. And pulled in, trying to get it deep in there is LeBrun. LeBrun outside the near circle. As Lewis trying to get it coming down the other direction. Lewis trying to pull it in. Now coming in with it is Barnhart. Barnhart with the shot. That comes all the way outside the far circle. Puck tipped back to the far point. Held in back over there by Markovsik. Comes in underneath the near circle. Controlling it, Regina. Regina. Tipped back over there by Lewis. That'll come back into the near corner. Northville has it on the far circle, trying to get it out of there. Grabbed again, as pulled back over by Lewis. The puck goes into the far corner. Picked up back over there by LeBrun. LeBrun trying to get it out of the zone. That's stuck into the far circle, back into the slot. Tipped back, backhanded all the way back into the neutral zone. Able to clear the zone. Excellent job back over there by Brown. The puck brought ahead by Regina. Loose. Brown grabs it now, trying to pull it in back over there was Bamford. Puck down in along the far boards as that brought in by Regina. Slipping the other direction. Marks outside the far circle. That back to center ice. Gathered up back over there. Trying to bring it ahead is right. All the way back into the Regina zone. Picking up back behind is Domke. Domke underneath the near circles. Domke bringing it ahead as that comes over to Esch. Esch trying to get it deep into the Northville zone. That tipped away. Trying to pull it away back there. Pressure coming as Wright tried to put it back deep into the Regina zone. And picked up back over there by Regina's. Wright moves it right back into center ice. Now Esch coming over. Lewis gains the zone. Lewis with a shot blocker save back over there by Maverick. Puck outside the far circle. Now into the far corner. That tipped back to the near point. Held on there. Trying to fire it back deep. That puck off the side of the net into the near corner. And steered all the way around onto the top of the far circle by DeMadriel. And knocked away. Good job by the Northville defense as Agazi gets it back into the far point. Centering attempt. Pulled down. Shot there. Covered up by Maverick. 11:51 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Face-off is going to be. Thinking it's going to be in the far face-off circle. Looks like where the official's going to go. As a piece of a stick out there. or a glove or something. They'll get picked up. So face off in the far face-off circle. In to take the face-off is Agazi. That puck to the blue line. Shot there. Just goes wide. That was a blast by Barnhart into the near corner. Trying to dig it out of there in the near corner. Working it around his Marks. Marks has it back behind her own goal. A puck back outside the far circle with it as Morgan had it there. Comes all the way around trying to backhand it as a battle for it. Brown trying to dig it out of there. Now the puck underneath that near circle. Brown firing it into the slot. There's a blast from the far circle. That comes just wide to the near side as Brown another shot over there. Loose as that comes back high slot. There's a blast over there by Lewis and covered up by Mavernack. 11:08 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. Faceoff will stay in the Northville zone. That'll be in the far face-off circle. Or no, in the near face-off circle, forgive me. Looks like Barnhart to take the face-off on one side. The captain Liddell on the other side. That top of the near circle over top of the far circle. Fired there by Marakovsik. Marakovsik that stopped. Save there by Mavernack. 11:01 left to go here in the first period. Face-off in the far face-off circle. And that's going to be Barnhart versus Liddell. Puck slipped back into the neutral zone, racing over to get it. As Regina back in their own zone, trying to move it ahead as that's fired ahead by Domke. Puck all the way back into the Northville end, underneath the near circle. Pressure back there, trying to come in from Brown as the puck shot from the top of the far circle. Back over, trying to pull that away over there is Zarowski. And right out in front, tipped away. Good defense by Northville as that puck will come into the near corner. With it is Jazaki. Underneath the far circle. Gets it outside the far circle. That fired right back in by Regina. Steered away, coming down the near boards. Here comes Northville. Racing ahead with it is Zarowski. Zarowski gets it back into the near corner. As that will be a penalty upcoming, slashing the call. That at 10-10. So that's going to be a Regina penalty. Into the box. That's going to be Barnhart in the box. So Northville with the first power play opportunity. They'll have the extra skater going 5-on-4. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That to Garrett's right. And Liddell in to take the face-off on the other side. DeMadril. That puck loose on that near circle, trying to pull it away as Taylor back to the near point. Held in there, pulling it back deep is Zarowski. That puck right in the slot, now over into the far corner. Pulling it away is Domke. Domke feeds it down the far boards. That'll go all the way down the ice, down into the Northville end. 9:51 left to go here in the first. Back over to get it is Marks. Marks has it back underneath the near circle, battling it back over there. Taylor trying to dig it out of the near corner. Still trying to dig over there as there's a quartet of players trying to peel it off the boards. And over there trying to get away from his LeBrun. LeBrun sends it back into the neutral zone. Turning with it, spinning it's Domke. Domke works her way, knocked down. Northville tried to fire it all the way back deep as that's put in deep by Jazaki. Steered away into the far corner by Garrett as that puck in along the near board. Stopped there, trying to fire it in is Marks. That deflects outside the near circle, now all the way down the near boards. Racing back over to get it is Jazaki. Jazaki right back behind her own goal, coming ahead to provide pressure is Wright. That tipped down loose right in the neutral zone, in along the near boards. Foot race with it is trying to pull it away as Agazi. Fired back deep by Lewis as that'll go rimming around the boards out to the far circle. At the far point, that puck battle there, sent all the way deep. As that'll be gathered up in by Wright in the Regina zone. Wright trying to get it out of the zone. That's cleared all the way down. Racing back to get it is Marks. Now over there is Jazaki. Jazaki has it in along the far boards. 22 seconds left to go in the power play for Northville. So they send it down the near boards. DeMadril brings it in outside the near circle. DeMadril into the near corner. Trying to dig it out of their big collision in along the near boards. Trying to pull it out of the near circle Here comes Northville down the near boards. Racing ahead with it is Liddell. Liddell, top of the near circle. Liddell, and tipped away, loose right at the blue line, trying to keep it in. Battle with it back over there is Jazaki outside the near circle. Now that lifted all the way down the ice. Marks racing back to get to it. Marks in a foot race, trying to get there first, away from Esch. And into the far corner, now picking up Jazaki. Trying to move it over, centering attempt, shot there, loose, trying to knock it away is Mavernack. Puck comes onto the near circle. Centering attempt, that goes all the way into the far circle. Trying to pick that up, back over there is Barnhart. As back underneath the near circle, trying to fire it around is LeBrun. Puck comes outside the near circle. Here comes Northville. Down the near boards, moving it ahead. And knocked away as Hanecki had it. Right back on, shot there, and good job to knock it away by Mavernack. Puck right back behind the goal, chipping it on. Bar circle, shot there, and a score as that's put in by 15 Barnhart, as that'll be the opening goal of the game at 7:06. So Barnhart with the goal. See what the assists were. So Regina with the opening goal. Taylor in to take the face-off right at center ice. Trying to see the official right in the way of the Northville player. I believe that is Agazi with it. Brought ahead and chipped coming down the near boards as Martin tried to move it in. Puck outside the near circle. And lifted all the way down in along the far boards. Here comes Regina. As that's fired all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing and head right back into the Regina zone. 6:51 left to go here in the first, 1-0. Regina with the lead. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. That's going to be to Garrett's left. Taylor still in there to take the face-off. It's on the other side as that was Agazi. Down the far boards, trying to hold it in back over there is Josaki. Now coming in, there's a shot by Northville and a save by Garrett. Good blast right out in front as that was Agazi taking the shot from the far circle. 6:39 left to go here in the first, 1-0 Regina with the lead. So it's going to continue to be Agazi taking the face-off. And moved on the other side. Shot and a save by Garrett. 6:35. Blast right off the face-off. Garrett able to make that save. They'll drop it again. That puck steered back over him. Fired ahead as I believe that was Barnhart taking the face off. Is all the way back. Here comes Barnhart. Barnhart trying to get to it. Barnhart. That sticked into the near corner. Barnhart underneath the near circle. That fired into the slot. Bounced back to the far point as they'll say that was held in. Puck into the near corner. Racing over trying to get to it is Northville trying to dig it out of the near corner. Now trying to hold it in at the near point was right. Now pulled back. Brought right back in by Barnhart. Barnhart outside the near circle. And trying to poke that away back over there. Brown in there as well. Out in front. There's a shot and a good save by Mavernack. Puck underneath the far circle. That deflected back. All the way back in along the far boards. Grabbed there by Lewis. And a shot and a save by Mavernack. 5:42 left to go here in the first. 1-0. Regina with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Liddell in taking the face-off. It's on the other side to Madrill. That comes back in along the end boards. As that's launched by Northville. That'll slide all the way down the ice. End up being a shot on goal. Garrett will let that go as that's picked up back behind. Right bringing it down the near boards. Right trying to weave through traffic. Right comes over midfield, center ice. Right coming in top of the near circle. Rising shot. Glove save by Mavernack. 5:16 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Regina with the lead. Face-off is going to be in the Northville zone in the near face-off circle. That will be to the left of Maverick. Looks like it's Liddell in to take the face-off versus Taylor in that near face-off circle. Back to right. Right moves it as that just slips past the Montreal. Racing back to get it. Northville has it outside the far circle. That ricochets off the near board. Coming over, pulling it ahead. Here comes Liddell. Liddell gains his own. Liddell. High slot, Liddell. Shot there. Garrett with the save. Comes outside the near circle. All right, trying to move it out of the zone. Poking there. Big battle is Jasaki trying to keep it in. Puck loose. Now fired right back into the Regina zone. Right has it underneath the near circle. Right launches it. That tip coming down the far boards. Taylor trying to get to it, but that brought in, and that will be offside as it just managed to slip past that blue line before crashing in with it was Jasaki. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That's going to be right outside the Regina zone. Taylor in to take the face-off. On the other side is Agazi. They drop the puck in along the far boards, collected. Here comes Northville racing ahead with it into the zone. That blast shot got blocked out in front as that was Marks with it. Still loose now back behind the goal in along the near boards. Picking up his Esh. Esh moves it across. Now racing ahead with it is coming in. Here comes Lewis. Lewis with the shot. Saved by Maverick into the near corner. Bringing it around is Marks. Marks trying to get it out of the zone. Now racing ahead. Jasaki fires it back deep into the near corner. Excuse me, no, that's, forgive me, that is Agazi outside the near circle. Now collected. Taylor trying to move it all the way across the way. Picked up back there by Lewis. Lewis down the near boards. Lewis trying to make a move. Lewis trips over a Northville player. A puck at the near point. So battling, trying to dig it off of the near boards of the neutral zone. Ash trying to fire it back deep. Weaved out front. Trying to move it out front by LeBrun. And puck right at center ice. Now coming down, racing in with it as that's pulled in by Barnhart. Barnhart trying to fire it out in front of Maverick with a save. 3:27 left to go here in the first. 1-0 is the score. Regina with the lead. Face-off is going to be in the Northville zone. Again, winner advances to play on Wednesday the 5th at 6 p.m. That right into the slot, trying to poke it back to the high slot. Blast there by Domke. Comes over outside the near circle. Trying to dig out of the near corner. Northville trying to pull it out of the zone as battling back over there with Zarowski. Now down the far boards. Reaching, trying to get to it. Domke has it, sends it right back into the neutral zone. Corral by Jasaki. Jasaki moving it over, coming ahead with it. Zarowski trying to weave through traffic. Zarowski poked back away the other direction. Loose. Now grabbing it down the near boards. That puck gathered up, weaving through traffic, racing ahead with it. Coming in is Barnhart. Barnhart outside the near circle. That's sent back. Top now racing ahead with his Little. Over the center ice, Liddell has it into high slot. Liddell trying to pull that away. Now racing the other direction. Here comes Right. Right gains his own. Right. Top of the near circle. Right. Outside the near circle, slows down, waits for the rest of the team. Fired right through the crease. Ricochets outside the far circle. As that's pulled back to the far point. DeMadriel with it. Top of the far circle, DeMadriel fires. That goes just wide outside the near circle. Collected back over there. Lewis trying to move it in front. And into the far corner with it as Borglund trying to bid it out of the zone. That launched all the way back down. They'll end up with 153 left here in the first. That's going to go back down into the Northville end. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That's going to be the Mavericks' right. DeMadriel in to take the face-off. On the other side is Agazi. Puck into the far corner. Now trying to poke it away. Back into that far corner. Trying to dig it out. There's LeBrun. Loose right at the blue line. Now that's sent all the way down. Bouncing puck as that skitters back into the Regina zone. Picked up back behind by Lewis. Lewis brings it back behind her own goal. Lewis coming down the far boards. Lewis lifted ahead, sweeping it as that will end up with icing. 1:22 left to go. And it'll come right back into the Regina zone. Faceoff is going to be to Garrett's left in the far faceoff circle. Barnhart in to take the faceoff for Regina. And it's going to be a Ghazi on the other side, is ready to drop the puck into the far corner. That launched all the way back, held in at the far point by Marks. Now that slips back, racing ahead with it, coming in. Here comes Barnhart. Barnhart makes a move. Barnhart fires it in. As that is a goal. Make sure I have the right player. I thought that was Barnhart. They may well be. Hard to tell. I'll get it in a second. So goal there. Right at 1:12. And it's 2-0. Regina with the lead. Face off at center ice. The puck gathered up. Northville fires it all the way down as that's put back in deep by Josek. It was Barnhart who had her second of the game. Unassisted as Northville has it underneath the near circle. That picked up Barnhart trying to get another shot. That deflected by a defender back into the near corner. DeMondriel trying to put it back. That all the way back to the far point. Shot ricochets off the near board underneath the near circle. Barnhart racing to get it outside the near circle. That right out in front. Good defensive play to put it into the far corner by Zarowski. Puck right back behind underneath the near circle. That tip trying to get to it is Esh. Underneath the near circle, loose, and that is going to be a penalty. Interference the call with 27.1 seconds left to go. And at 27.1 seconds left, Barnhart in for interference, and everything's pretty much. Barnhart took the first penalty on a slash. She scored two in a row at 7:06 and at 1:12, and then got called for interference at 27.1. So she has had a very active game thus far. Face off that comes outside the near circle. Now back behind. In along the far boards, trying to bring it in is right outside the near circle. That's going to be a Northville penalty as that fired and deflected all the way back in along the far boards, touched by Northville. 5.2 seconds left. We'll have 1 minute 39 seconds left of a power play or a 4-on-4 hockey. Legal body check. Liddell gets into the box, face-off in the near face-off circle. Fired back in along the end boards. 2 seconds, 1 second. That will do it. 2-0. As at the end of one, Regina has the lead. As we will continue to have 1 minute 33 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. That ended up being a tripping call. We'll have a 4-on-4 hockey. And then there will be a short 22-second power play for Northville. Let's play just a little bit of music. We'll be right back. As we're right back to action. In to take the face-off for Northville. As that's going to be Agazi right at center ice. And 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute 33 seconds. On the other side, Taylor to take the face-off for Regina. Regina going right to left. Northville going left to right. As Wright has it onto the far circle right. Trying to move it down. That chipped right at the blue line as the puck goes on edge all the way down the near boards. As a foot race trying to get to it. Taylor trying to move it away. That puck deflects in along the end board. Taylor has it trying to put it onto the far circle. That picked up back over there by Josaki. Josaki brings it over the blue line, over center ice. And brought in and fired deep into the end boards. Gathered up back over there by Taylor. Taylor feeds it down the far boards, held in at the far point over there by LeBrun. Puck outside the near circle, trying to lift it out as that'll slide all the way down the ice. They'll be into the Northville zone. Picked up back behind, trying to peel that away as that's Agazi with it in along the far boards. Stolen away. Now right into the slot. That poked all the way back. It's Agazi. It's it into the neutral zone, but there is a penalty upcoming. And at 14:03. As into the box goes Lewis. And now we have 4-on-3 for just a little bit. Puck right at the near point. Now bringing ahead DiMaggio gains his own. DiMaggio onto the near circle. DiMaggio coming over. Shot there. Good save by Mavronak. Puck into the far corner. Picked up. Trying to fire a Domke. Save by Mavronak. 18 seconds left of 4-on-3 hockey. And then we will have, at that point, a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey. That'll be 22 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And then we will have 120 of 5-on-4 hockey. Northville with the power play. And if you didn't need an abacus to figure that out, well done. DiMaggio in to take the face off on one side. On the other side, that is going to be, I think that's Nordbeck in there. And puck to the blue line. Shot just goes wide to the far side. DiMaggio fires it all the way around. Trying to pick it up back over there. Viola. Puck right back to the near point. Now back into the neutral zone. Gathered up and coming ahead is Marks. Marks over on blue line. Marks over center ice. Now 4-on-4 hockey for a few moments. 17 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Offsides brings that back out. That'll be in the near face-off circle just outside of the Regina zone. That's Nordbeck in to take the face-off. For Northville is Taylor on the other side, that right at the blue line. Racing ahead with it, trying to get to it is Marks. Marks back, that pulled away, stop, shot, and a goal as that's fired in by Domke. As Domke makes it 3-0 as that's an even strength goal. And at 13:11. So 4-on-4 hockey for 7 more seconds left. And then that will be 1:02 on the power play for Northville. Three to nothing the score here in the second with 13:10 left to go. The puck here in the second, the puck in along the near boards, trying to feed it ahead is Taylor, then collected, coming the other direction is Marks. Marks over the blue line. And pulled away, racing in, as here it comes Barnhart. Barnhart with a shot and a save by Mavronak. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle with 12:53 left to go. 50 seconds left in the power play to Northville. DeMadre in to take the face off. Liddell on the other side. Shot from the slot. That got blocked. As that puck bouncing. Swept in along the near boards. Racing back over to pick it up. Steering away is Domke. Domke at her own blue line. Domke over center ice. Domke gains his own. Domke onto the near circle. There's a shot. Maverick with a save. 30 seconds left in the Northville power play. 12:33 left to go here in the second. Face-off is going to be in the near face-off circle. That to Maverick's right. As Liddell in to take the face-off. DeMadre on the other side. Shot from the slot. That goes back in along the end boards. DeMadre trying to get it out in front. That pulled by Liddell. Liddell has it. Now DeMadre steals it away on the near circle. Trying to get to it. That steered right back behind the goal. Chipped as that'll go all back into the near corner. Trying to pull it down the near boards is LeBrun. Right trying to hold it in. And that's a shot and... that is a whistle offside the call with 7 seconds left in the Northville power play. 12:09 left to go here in the second. That's going to be pulled outside of the Northville zone in the near face-off circle. Barnhart in to take the face-off. Barnhart has had the two of the three goals for Regina. As that comes back, Liddell wins it. Liddell wins it back over. LeBrun trying to pull it away. Liddell down the near boards trying to get that away from Domke. Puck back into the near corner. Now working her way around. Zarowski back behind her own goal. That's sent out, held in at the far point. And to fire it back deep is right. That puck back into the near corner. Swept into the slot. Loose puck. Trying to pull that away is Lewis. That comes back top of the near circle. Now outside the near circle. Controlled. Trying to steal over there. Barnhart underneath the near circle. And a big battle back over there with LeBrun with 11:33 left to go here in the second. 3-0. Regina with the lead. Barnhart again. From the bottom of the near circle. That fired all the way across into the far corner. Trying to pick it up back over there is Borglund. Borglund gets it back out into the neutral zone as Regina will have to reset. Coming down the far boards is Wright. Wright fires it right back in. That tip to that'll go right back behind the goal. LeBrun has it there. LeBrun going from the far side to the near side. LeBrun trying to steer it ahead. Now Liddell with it. And picked up. Coming ahead with it. Racing. Trying to pull that away is Martin. Martin over to Liddell. Gets it into the Regina zone. Now that deflected off the far board and all the way back. Racing back. Coming in to get it is Lewis. Lewis backhanded shot that put in. As that was fired. Lewis took a shot. And trying to see as that was right out in front and finally fired in. As that was Domke who got that, I believe. That at 10:46. Four to nothing is the lead for Regina. 10:46 left to go. Now in to take the face off of Ghazi. On the other side, Taylor. Is that puck down the near boards? Let's figure out exactly who got that as Bamford brings it in. Domke again got her second of the game. Lewis on the assist. As that puck outside the near circle, Bamford trying to get it behind, racing over, trying to pull it away as Marks. Marks puts it down the near boards. Battle forward is Hanecki trying to dig it out of there. Loose shot just goes wide. Covering it up is Maverick. 10:14 left to go here in the second, 4-0. Face-off stays in the Northville zone in the near face-off circle. Agazi looks to take the face-off again. Taylor on the other side. That to Maverick's right. Puck outside the near circle. Bamford gets it. Top of the near circle. Shot there by Domke. Save by Maverick. 4-0. Regina with the lead. They'll face off again in the near face-off circle. And it's going to stay Agazi and Taylor. Working against each other. That drop pass over. Domke moves it top of the far circle to right. Right with a shot. Trying to deflect it. Bamford. That comes outside the near circle. Now Taylor moves it into the high slot. Shot there by Wright. Goes just wide to the near side. Northville trying to move it around is Hanecki trying to get it out of the zone. That held in. Shot from the top of the near circle there by Domke. Goes all the way around outside the far circle. Sent right back behind. Northville trying to wing it around the near boards. Taylor trying to get to it. Now that lifted all the way down the ice by Agazi. Gathered up by Wright at their own blue line. Coming down the far boards. Here comes Regina. Wright gains his own. Wright top of the far circle. Wright goes underneath. Back behind the goal from the near side to the far side. Wright trying to feed it out in front. That loose in the slot. Bamford trying to get a shot away from her knees. 9:18 left to go here in the second. As that puck right through the crease into the far corner. Trying to fire it ahead. And loose, tipped, knocked down as Jasecki gets it back into the neutral zone, and Regina will have to reset. Taylor has it right at center ice. Dropped it over to Wright. Wright gets it over to Domke. Domke down the near boards. Here comes Bamford. Bamford, and just out of her reach. Bamford trying to hold it in. Now that lifted all the way down the ice with 8:50 left to go. That will be icing. That'll head back into the Northville end, right on the near side. Near face-off circle. That will be to Mavernak's right. 8:50 left to go here in the second. 4-0. Regina with the lead. Little in to take the face-off versus the Madrill. That high slot blast there. Loose comes into the near corner. Trying to pull that away. Battle for it outside the near circle to Madrill with a shot, and that fired in by Lewis. That makes it 5-0. As Lewis got it right in the slot. Very little Mavernak could do about that one. That at 8:39. That makes it 5-0. Face off now. It's center ice. 8:39 left to go here in the second. Liddell in to take the face off. And versus Barnhart. Puck loose on the center circle, trying to pull that away. Battle right back to the Regina blue line. Fed ahead by Barnhart coming down the far boards. Domke gets the assist on the Lewis goal and pulled away. Kind of give and take as Lewis had an assist on last Domke goal. That pulled in. As trying to bring it in deep was Barnhart. That puck into the near corner, swept in along the near boards. As Domke trying to hold it in. As Lewis trying to chip it ahead. Now Domke from the near point shot to Mavernak puts it into the near corner. There's another shot at Mavernak with a save. 7:56 left to go here in the second. 5-0, Regina with the lead. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That to Mavernak's right. Liddell, captain, in to take the face-off for the Mustangs. Northville on the other side. Taylor for Regina. That puck, high slot, right with it. Right takes a shot. That just goes wide in along the near boards. Centering attempt by Lewis. That knocked away. Northville fires it in along the far boards as Viola trying to get it out of the zone. Held in. As trying to pull that away was LeBrun. Puck outside the near circle. Now Domke fires it. Ricochets off the dasher. In along the far board. Swept ahead by Zarowski. Held in at the far point. Shot there by Wright. Deflects outside the far circle. As another block there. Saved by Mavernak. A couple blocks out in front. Mavernak makes a save with a lot of traffic out in front. Good eyes. 7:24 left to go here in the second. Northville would love to stop this 5-goal run by Regina. Get their own goal to start answering back as Barnhart in to take the face-off. The other side was Agazi. That shot wide all the way. Back behind the goal. Outside the near circle trying to lift ahead. Over there's Hanecki. All the way back into Regina's zone. Wright has it. Wright picks it up on the near circle. Right back behind her own goal. Right. Now trying to avoid pressure by Northville. Right over own blue line. Right over center. Right has a head of speed, a head of steam coming. Right outside the far circle. Shot there is a good save by Maverick. Comes outside the near circle. That was almost a shot to pass. Picked up back behind by Marks. Marks underneath the far circle. Marks trying to chip it ahead. Held in by Taylor. Now loose at the far point. Right trying to hold it in. That put right back into the far corner. Trying to dig it out of there. Battle for it in along the end boards. And sent all the way to the blue line. DeMadrio has to retreat back into her own zone. As right at her own blue line. Fed ahead. Stop there as Agazi tried to fire it the other direction. That went off of a leg. That went off of Domke's leg. Now Regina all the way over trying to get it over to fired right back in, trying to get it over to Kohan. Puck back behind. Picked up over there. Loose out in front. Backhanded shot. Another save. As that puck underneath the near circle. Chip back outside. Now fed by Martin all the way down the ice. 5:54 left to go here in the second. 5-0. Regina with the lead. That puck launched down the near boards. Trying to pick it up. That slid over. Racing head. Trying to get to it is Lewis. Lewis gets it before it crosses the goal line. Backhanded shot. Good save. Another shot. And that's a goal as Ash follows it up. As Ash makes it 6-0 and 5:38. .538 left to go here in the second. 6-0 Regina with the lead. That's Barnhart taking the face off. Agazi on the other side. That puck drops back. Lewis has it. Little miscommunication. Racing in. Northville looking to get to it outside the near circle. Battling back over there. Puck all the way back. Top of the far circle. Trying to chip it back in. Josecki. That goes into the far corner. Pulled there by DeMadrio. DeMadrio trying to send it that all the way down the ice. 5:13. That will be icing and head back into the Regina zone. Face-off is going to be in the near face-off circle. That is going to be to the left of Garrett. No, sorry, to the right of Garrett in the far face-off circle. Barnard in to take the face-off. Liddell on the other side. That puck sent back to the far point. Held in back there by Zarowski. Puck in along the end boards. Regina trying to get it out of the zone. That tipped right back onto the far circle. Knocked down. Trying to get out. There's DeMadrio. That loose down the far boards. Here comes Regina with a racing ahead with it into the slot. Coming in. Backhanded shot. As that steered away, Lewis with a shot that comes outside the near circle, picking up Liddell. Chip right back into the near corner. Picking it up back behind is LeBrun. LeBrun. And steered outside the near circle. Trying to hold it in. That fired over by Domke. Shot in the slot. Good save by Mavernack again. It's the puck into the near corner. 4:26 left to go. That puck all the way high slot. Trying to hold it in there. Shot loose. As that comes to the near point, Lewis able to hold it in. That went off of a skate into the near corner. 4:15 left to go. As the puck steered, top, fired by Domke. That goes wide, just to the far side. Battle for it underneath the far circle, covered up by Mavernack. 4:05 left to go here in the second. 6-0. Regina has the lead. The lineup all gathered around Mavernack, making sure that she knows the support she has from the team. Always got to keep your goalie's spirits up. So fired over, Agazi tipped back as DeMadrio holds it in right at the blue line, fires it back deep in along the end boards. Over to get his Bamford. Bamford trying to chip it that all the way back to DeMadrio. Right at the near point, comes high, slot, shot there. Mavernack with a save, that into the near corner. Bamford has it. Bamford right into the slot that fired away all the way back deep as Northville able to clear it down into the Regina zone. Fired right back. Now that chipped. Picking up Jazaki. Puts it right back into the neutral zone. Gathered up. Ricocheted off the near board. Jazaki has it over the blue line. Jazaki heading over center ice. Jazaki trying to move it down the near boards over to Viola. Viola outside the near circle. And puck back to the near point into the neutral zone. 3:09 left to go. Chipped ahead. Bamford trying to get to it. And with it is Marks. Marks gains his own. Top of the near circle, trying to get it over to Marks. That knocked down. Viola tried to move it around. Collision, top of that near circle. And picked up. Jazaki with the shot. That off of a skate of DeMadro. DeMadro sends it all the way down the Northville zone. Foot race. Bamford trying to get to it first. Bamford has it onto the near circle. Bamford backhanded shot. That into the far corner. Put right back in along the near boards. 2:35 left to go here in the second. 6-0 Regina with the lead. That puck back at the near point. Lewis with it. Lewis comes high slot. That deflects up off the glass into the far corner with it. Marks with it there. Marks sends it back to the blue line. Held in by Wright. Wright taking a shot. That got deflected out in front. As Marks trying to get to it. Top of the far circle again. That knocked away. Covered up by Mavernack. 2:12 left to go here in the second. 6-0 Regina with the lead. Northville continues to battle hard. Faceoff is going to be in the far faceoff circle. That to Mavernack's left. Barnhart in to take the faceoff versus Liddell. Into the slot, knocked away, loose onto the far circle, now pulled to the blue line. Held in by Domke. Domke with the shot. That off the dasher, right back behind the goal. Coming around with it is Zarowski. Zarowski goes and switches directions. Zarowski banks it off the near board. Held in at the near point. Domke with the bouncing shot that tipped away. Good job by LeBrun to knock it away. Onto the far circle, trying to work in Barnhart. Barnhart with the shot. And covered up by Mavernack. Barnhart had the first 2 goals. 1:45 left to go here in the second. 6-0 Regina with the lead. And face off in the far face-off circle as Wright has it. Shot there. Mavernack with the save. 1:40 left to go here in the second. Face-off returns to the far face-off circle. Liddell in to take the face-off versus Barnhart. And puck underneath the far circle. Battle for it there. Top of the far circle with a shot into the slot. Trying to fire it in and knocked away outside the near circle. Battling with it is Jusek. Held in by Domke. Domke with the blast from the near point. Following that up outside the far circle is Lewis. Lewis trying to fire it all the way across. That dip back into the near corner. Barnhart with it there. Centering attempt pulled back behind by Zarowski. Zarowski moves it down the far boards. Gathered by Hanecki, but held in by Regina. Outside the far circle, trying to steal it out in front is Kohan. Bouncing puck into the far corner. Liddell has it there. Liddell with 58 seconds left to go here in the second. Liddell. Puck wouldn't settle down. Now comes back to the far point. Held in there by Wright. That comes right back behind the goal. In along the near boards. 48 seconds left to go. Puck back to the near point. Blasted there by Domke. Underneath that near circle, bouncing puck, loose now. Trying to get it is Lewis. As Mavernack looking to cover it up. 35.9 seconds left to go. Here in the second, 6-0. Regina with the lead. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That is to Mavernack's right. Taylor in to take the face-off. As that's a Ghazi on the other side. As that puck all the way back in along the far boards. DeMadrio has it there. DeMadrio trying to fire it that into the far corner. Picked up by Liddell. Liddell trying to move it away. Liddell outside the far circle. Liddell Fires it towards the blue line. That lifted, ricocheted off the near board. That'll go back into the Regina zone with 16 seconds left to go. DeMondriel has it in along the near boards. Right at center ice. Bamford trying to move it over. Coming in, Domke into the slot. Top of the near circle. Shop just goes wide. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1 second. As that will do it for the second. At the end of 2, it is 6-0. Regina with the lead. As we will take a bit of a break, they'll resurface the ice. We'll come back for the third period. You're watching the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs, brought to you by Harbor Broadcasting. as we are live from the Arctic edge of Canton for the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs. It's 6-0, Regina with the lead here heading into the third as both squads get onto the ice. Northville will be going from right to left, Regina left to right here in this third period. The winner gets to advance as the winner will play the winner of Mercy versus Livingston United. That should be wrapping up on the other rink momentarily. That will be 6 o'clock, right? Pull this up so I can see. It would be winner plays on March 5th at 6 o'clock. That's going to be Wednesday. So Regina wants to hop on and get some offense quickly and not allow Northville any momentum. Northville just wants to get a goal. Just get that goal, see what happens, see if you can kind of break the dam behind Garrett, who's been playing very, very well. It is, what is that, 39 shots on goal for Regina and 7 for Northville through 2 periods. Northville comes out, gets that, Liddell in to take the face off. Barnhart on the other side, who had the first 2 goals. As that puck right at center ice, controlled, now bringing ahead. Racing ahead with it. Here comes Marks. Marks gains the zone. Marks outside the near circle, backhanded. That goes right back behind the goal into the far corner. Domke trying to pull it out of there. That rocketed in along the near boards. Moved into the neutral zone, racing ahead. Here comes Barnhart. Barnhart outside the near circle. Barnhart that's sent across into the crease. Mavernack puts it into the far corner. DeMondrell trying to fire it into the slot. Loose, top of the far circle. That lifted to the blue line, but not out. Controlled. As that's fired ahead by Viola. Now here comes 2-on-2 for Northville. Shot there, steered into the near corner by Garrett. Picked up, trying to fire it over Viola. Loose, as that'll get deflected on edge all the way back into the Northville end. That's going to be icing, so I'll head back into the Regina end with 14:08 left to go. 6-0, Regina with the lead. Face off. It's going to be in the near face-off circle to Garrett's right. Taylor in to take the face-off. For Regina on the other side is Agazi. That puck into the near corner. Regina trying to fire it out. Held in at the near point. Fired into the far corner by Zarowski. Now coming ahead with it. Here comes Regina. That tipped away as now go into the far corner for Domke. Pulled back as Northville feeds it all the way around, trying to get it over to Henke. Loose. That'll go just out to the far point. Is trying to reset. Right tips it. Is trying to touch up. Delayed offsides avoided by Regina. Now Northville bringing it in front of their own slot, bringing it ahead. Here comes Zarowski. Zarowski down along the new board. Zarowski fires it back in deep into Regina zone. Picked up back behind by Wright. Wright trying to weave her way through traffic. Wright coming ahead, and it's a 4-on-2 coming in. Wright, top of the near circle. Wright fires it. Is that deflected into the far corner by Mavernack? Loose underneath that far circle. Now sent back to the far point. That cleared all the way down the ice. Stopped by Garrett. And DeMadriel has it back behind their own goal. Coming down the near boards. Ash trying to fire it ahead. DeMadriel has it. Coming down the far boards over center ice. Gaining the zone. DeMadriel onto the far circle. DeMadriel shot there. Mavernack with the save. Comes underneath the near circle. As here comes Northville. Ricochets it down. Picked up as Taylor moves it all the way across. Backhanded back by Lewis. That'll go back deep into the far corner. Josaki picks it up back behind her own goal. Coming down the near boards. Trying to feed it out is Hanecki. Down the near boards of the neutral zone. Trying to fire it in back deep is Marks. Marks gets it into the near corner of the Regina zone. 12:15 left to go. Top of the far circle. Trying to come in is Aneki. Loses an edge in the slot. That puck all the way down in along the near boards. Chipped ahead by Northville. Now gathered up. Here comes Wright. Trying to weave her way through three Northville players. Domke fires it in as that goes just wide to the near side. Picked up is a good save by Mavernack again as Domke fires that off the side of the net. Comes outside the near circle with it. Lewis trying to get it out in front. There's a blast by Domke, saved by Mavernack. Back behind is Josecki trying to feed it back into the neutral zone. Intercepted right at center ice. Now trying to bring it in Northville. Right at the blue line. Picking up Domke the other direction. Domke gains his own. Domke weaves through traffic. Domke with a shot. That steered out into the far corner. Barnhart weaves it around. Off the side of the net, covered up by Mavernack. 11:15 left to go here in the third, 6-0. Regina with the lead. Face off in the far face-off circle. That to Mavernack's right. Liddell in to take the face-off. The Madriel into the far corner. And outside the near circle, trying to feed it back around was Brown. That shot from the high slot by Barnhart goes into the far corner. Bamford trying to pull that away. And along the far boards as Viola trying to get it out. That comes outside the near circle, picked up. Centering attempt. Back into the near corner. Liddell has it there. Liddell trying to move it onto the far circle. Right to the blue line, but that held in by DeMadrio. DeMadrio comes into the slot, loses an edge. That's going to be a tripping call. Onto the near circle with it, stopping Domke. Shot, that goes into the far corner. All the way back over to Barnhart. Barnhart outside the far circle. Barnhart trying to move it in front. That touched, and that'll be a tripping call at 10:27. Into the box goes Josecki. Face-off will be to Mavernack's left in the near face-off circle. As Liddell taking the face-off versus Barnhart. That puck into the slot, knocked away by Northville. Now steered top of the far circle. Domke with the shot as that covered up by Mavernack. 10:21 left to go here in the third. 1:55 left to go in the power play to Regina. They'll face off in the far face-off circle. Barnhart again versus Liddell. And chip back to the far point. Now moved over. Wright has it top of the near circle. Wright. Knuckleball. That's saved by Mavernack. 10:14 left to go here in the third. 6-0. Regina with the lead. That puck back to Wright. Wright takes a blast. Saved by Mavernack. Puck into the far corner. Chip, does that go all the way back, top of the far circle. Domke trying to fire it loose. Oh, good save by Mavernack as Barnhart thought she had an open net. A good slide from right to left all the way back. Domke outside the far circle. Another shot. Mavernack with a save. 9:50 left to go here in the third. 1:24 left to go in the power play to Regina. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. That to Mavernack's right. Madrill in to take the face off. High slot shot there by Wright. That gets deflected all the way back to the near point. Wright saves it there. Wright all the way as that'll stay in barely. Puck on the far circle, outside the far circle now. Racing over to get it. Barnhart saved it at the far point. Now there's a shot. Loose as that'll go all the way back into the Regina zone. Racing back over to Giz. Domke. Domke picks it up back behind the goal. 50 seconds left to go in the power play for Regina. Domke weaving through traffic. Domke gets into the zone. Domke coming over on the far circle. Shot there. Mavernack with the save. Lewis Wright watching for a rebound. 9:06 left to go here in the third. 40 seconds left in the power play to Regina. Face off in the far face-off circle. Again, DeMondrell in to take the face-off. Liddell over on that far face-off circle. Bamford comes in. That puck grabbed as there's a shot by Barnhart. Goes high over the crossbar. All the way back in along the near boards. That cleared as it saucers back into the Regina zone. 30 seconds left in the power play. Barnhart picks it up back behind her own goal. Barnhart coming down the far boards. Knocked away there by Northville. Trying to come into the slot. Steered into the near corner by Domke. Domke coming down the near boards. Domke loses an edge. Puck into the near corner. 10 seconds left to go in the Regina power play. Stolen away by Liddell. Out in front. Shot there. As that puck goes into the far corner. Interference the call at 8:28. As that will be to Barnhart. So we'll have 2 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, then 1:58 of a power play for Northville. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Taylor in to take the face-off. Liddell on the other side. That puck goes right back behind the Regina goal, in along the near boards, trying to lift it back out into center. As now it is a power play for Northville. That cleared all the way down into the far corner. Northville sets up there. .146 left to go. Here in the power play, there's another penalty to Northville, as that is going to be Nordbeck, who picks up the penalty. That at 8:13. All the way down, that penalty, top of the far circle, trying to lift it the other direction. Regina down the far side, that comes in along the near boards, racing back over to get it. And pulled in by Domke. Domke gains his own. Domke, top of the far circle. That deflected out in along the near boards. Northville has it. Now coming down the near boards. That fired ahead by Marks. Picked up. Marks trying to get it into the zone. Marks outside the near circle. Lewis trying to dig it out of there. 1:11 left to go. 4-4 hockey. That puck comes back as it's a foot race by Taylor and Liddell. Liddell gets to it first, backhands it down the near boards, trying to get it over to Agazi. Grabbed by Wright down the near boards, Wright gains his own, Wright outside the near circle, Wright fires it, that sticked all the way outside the far circle, Domke with it, as that puck will come all the way back. Wright trying to fire it, that sticked away, and that is going to be a slashing call. And it's 7:12. So 44 seconds of 4-on-3 as into the box goes Agazi. And then we will have 14 seconds of 5-on-3. Face off in the far face-off circle in the Northville zone. High slot for Domke. Domke with the shot. That got knocked down by Mavernick. Backhanded shot. Mavernick with the save. That comes all the way top of the near circle. Domke with it there. Domke with the shot. That got blocked out in front. Domke gets it back. And still trying to get it in. That blocked a couple times by the Northville defense right out in front. As a great save by Mavernick as DeMondrell trying to put it in. That puck back out into the far corner. Lewis has it. Lewis with a shot. As Mavernick with the save, that puck in along the far boards. Lifted back into the neutral zone. 4-on-3 for 5 more seconds as that shot. Domke offsides. So after 4 seconds, again, we will have a short 14-second 5-on-3, barring anything else happening here. 6:31 left to go here in the third. Face-off in the near face-off circle, that just outside of the Northville zone. Lewis in to take the face-off versus Liddell. All the way over, Bamford trying to get to it. Now Domke fires it back deep into the Northville end. 5-on-3 here for 10 more seconds as Northville trying to get to it in along the near boards. Wright chases it outside the near circle, trying to hold it in. Bamford is that sent back. Now it's 5-on-4 for 1 minute as it is a Regina power play coming in. That shot lifted all the way back by Barnhart into the far corner. Battle for it underneath the far circle. Now trying to get it into the slot. That pulled away, turning with it. Shot by Lewis. That goes into the far corner. 5:53 left to go. Northville lifts it to the blue line, held in. Domke with the shot. That goes wide into the near corner. 33 seconds left on the power play for Regina. That tipped all the way back outside the far circle. Gathering it there, trying to move it ahead is Bamford. Outside the near circle, here comes Wright. Wright with a shot. Maverick with a save as that puck comes all the way outside the far circle. Domke again with it, trying to fire it. That got deflected out in front. Domke into the far corner. That off the side of the net. Maverick knocking it away. All the way back is racing ahead. Here comes Northville. 6 seconds left in the Regina power play. As that pulled back. Penalty upcoming with 1 second left here in the power play to Regina, but a penalty upcoming to Regina. So we'll have 1 second 4-on-4 hockey as into the box goes Domke. That at 5:12. That puck all the way down, back into the neutral zone. Chipped back there, trying to fire it ahead is Josecki. And puck loose. Now moved over is Viola trying to fire it in. Launched back deep by Zarowski into the near corner. That was a roughing call, is coming down the far boards. And fired is moved all the way outside the near circle. Regina trying to get it out of the zone. That fired is shot by Zarowski. Blocked onto the near circle. Now bringing it ahead. Racing down. Here comes Barnhart. Barnhart down the near boards. Barnhart gains his own top of the near circle. Barnhart into the slot. Shot there. That got deflected by a defender back out in front. Here comes Wright. Wright fires it in. That bounces. Again, deflected off of a defender. It's Northville bringing ahead. Liddell gets it down the near boards. 4:14 left to go. Wright backhands it down the near boards. Blasted back by Northville. Grabbed. Now trying to move it over. Viola coming in. Liddell. Liddell. Shot. Steered into the near corner by Garrett. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. That puck all the way back into the Northville end. Cleared by Regina. 40 seconds left in the Northville power play. Puck underneath the near circle. Tipped away is trying to bring it ahead. Back over there is Marks. Tries the other side. Barnhart trying to fire it out in front. That puck off the side of the net. All the way back to the far point. Held in there by DeMadril. Loose at the far circle. Now coming ahead with it. Here comes Northville. Northville races into the zone. Northville and along the far boards. As that is Josecki with it. That comes outside the near circle. Fired all the way down the ice. Cleared. 8 seconds left to go in the Northville power play. DeMadril has it on the far circle, trying to get around Marks. Had some good defense on that play. Puck right at center ice, trying to fire it right back in. Wright chases it. Regina back to full strength. 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Wright trying to avoid pressure. 6-0 is the score. Regina has had the lead all the way through, toe-to-toe in this one. Coming ahead with the Barnhart, who had the first 2 goals. Barnhart fires it as good save by Maverick. Puck in along the end boards. Still trying to dig it off the boards. Into the far corner, controlled by Regina. Wright calling for it. As that will be a whistle and a stoppage in play. One of the Northville players down against the board. Hopefully they're all right. As they're sitting there. 2:39 left to go. As offsetting penalties here at 2:39. Face off in the near face off circle. DeMondrell in to take the face off. Looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey here. Five-on-4, am I missing some? 5-on-5, there we go. Top of the far circle, shot there by Domke, bouncing in front. Is Maverick with a save. Another shot there. Barnhart and Marks both into the box for holding. Face off in the near face off circle. DeMondrell taking the face off versus Liddell. That knocked away, racing ahead. Here comes Liddell. Liddell down the near boards. Liddell onto the near circle. There's a shot, goes over the crossbar. Puck into the far corner. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to go here in the third. All the way down. That will be icing. Head back into the Regina end. 6-0. Regina with the lead. Winner again advances to play on Wednesday. That will be the 6 o'clock game here at the Arctic Edge of Canton. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Liddell in to take the face-off. Taylor on the other side. That to Garrett's left. That puck steered right back behind the goal by Garrett. As down the near boards, 2 minutes left to go. The puck deflects back into the neutral zone. As brought in, that would be offside, the call. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle, just outside of the Regina zone. 1:54 left to go here in the third. Taylor in to take the face-off versus Liddell. Down the near boards. Here comes Regina trying to bring it ahead is Domke. Loose puck right at center ice. Domke bringing it in. Domke, top of the far circle. Domke, shot there and a goal. Domke puts it in at 1:41. And that makes it 7-0. I think that's Domke's third. That would be a hat trick for Domke. Seven to nothing. If Regina scores within before the time expires at 1:41, the game will be over as it will be an 8-0 differential. So an 8-goal differential ends the game in the third period. Domke has it right at the blue line. Domke trying to bring it ahead. Indeed, it confirmed it as a hat trick for Domke. Unassisted, pulling it back, trying to steer away is Zarowski. Zarowski sends it down the ice, picked up down the near boards. Fired back deep by Domke. That goes into the near corner. Zarowski goes back behind her own goal. Zarowski coming down the far boards. 1:13 left to go here in the third. Tip back, top of the far circle. Now Lewis with a shot. Puck wouldn't settle down. Bouncing puck in along the end boards into the far corner. With that over there is Kohan. Kohan moves it all the way around. 57 seconds left to go. And tipped by Domke. Loose in the slot. Trying to get a shot away. That steered. Still wouldn't go. There's a shot that was steered just wide. Liddell has it down the far boards. Trying to hold it in. DeMondrell with 41 seconds left to go. DeMondrell with a shot and a save by Maverick. 37.9 seconds left to go. The score. Maverick has played a whale of a game. Save percentage would be pretty high with a heck of a lot of shots by Regina. Barnhart in to take the face-off versus Liddell in the far face-off circle. That's to go right through the crease, coming down the near boards. 33 seconds left to go as that puck back into the Regina zone, but that will be icing and head back into the Northville end. 29.3 seconds left to go here in the third. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Maverick's left. Barnhart in versus Lindell. Puck, top of the near circle now. That move back into the neutral zone. 25 seconds left to go. Liddell coming in. Liddell coming as there's a shot. Garrett with the save, but that is going to be a hooking call. Or is that going to end up being a penalty shot? It may well be. With 16.4 seconds left to go, I believe that was a clear path and hook that stopped that. So I think we are going to have a penalty shot here. We continue to have excitement. Liddell has it right at center ice with 16.2 seconds left to go, trying to break the goose egg and let's make a couple positive things happen here in the third. Garrett has been fantastic between the net, but she hasn't had to face as many shots. Here comes Liddell. Liddell over the blue line. Liddell coming down the slot. Liddell goes over to the far side. Shot. Garrett with the save. 16.4 seconds left to go. Good opportunity and attempt by Liddell. Even better save by Garrett. Face-off in the far face-off circle as we have the remaining 16.4 seconds left to go. 7-0. Regina with the lead. Barnard in to take the face-off. Liddell on the other side. That puck back behind. 14 seconds left coming down the near boards. Launched all the way back into the neutral zone as that'll slide. Icing with 6.9 seconds left to go. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Garrett's right. That puck back behind. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And that will do it as the winner is Regina, Lutheran North, and Austin as they will advance to play on Wednesday, March 5th, 6 p.m. here at the Arctic Edge of Canton. So we'll have 4 games on Wednesday, one at 6:30, one at 5:30, one at 6:30. One at 7:30 and one at 8 o'clock, all here in the 2 rinks. We'll have that on Wednesday. Then the final games, the D1 championship game a week from today at 1 o'clock. The D2 championship game a week from today at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It has been fantastic. One more game on the other rink going. But that's the end of my day. So we'll see you Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching the Michigan Girls High School Hockey League playoffs. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you and have a great rest.